Oh, that's classy. Oh, you
Yeah.
slow. You
Classy
won't.
way to start.
Yeah, you won't. You won't allow me to sing, but you can throw in your fucking burping.
I think
And
my
your ass.
burping's
Stop talking
less
about burps.
painful than singing. Welcome to another Master Spoons podcast. I fluffed that up because you were rushing me. Welcome to another Master Toons podcast with me, your host Jack Hayward. On today's show, we have George Baum,
Hey.
Proto, and Ross.
Woo!
We're going to be starting
Deal.
off our Easter month with movies pertaining to Easter.
No, current holidays.
Not current.
Gotta be aware of the Jews.
I don't know. Vaguely related holidays to Easter period. So our first movie, it's a doozy.
Yep.
Yep, it's a masterpiece. Citizen Kane, Hop.
Yeah, the 2011 American live-action computer animated film. So this movie came from Illumination Entertainment, which is a French company best known for Despicable Me
Minions.
and Despicable 2.
And the Lorax.
And The Lorax, which was fucking horrendous.
Hey,
I haven't watched it, so I
they
can't judge
have
it.
a lot of good movies under their belt. Yeah.
It's a ratio of 1-to-1, really. One decent movie to one fucking awful movie.
Yep.
I like the Lorax just fine, to be honest.
Watch the Nostalgia Critic review.
I have.
Well, there you go.
Oh.
There's no excuse. The director is Tim Hill, who directed Muppets from Space,
Oh, I like Muppets from Space.
the live-action animated movie Garfield: A Tale of Two Kitties,
Oh, that
Alvin
was
and the
awful.
Chipmunk, and bizarrely, he was the writer and storyboard artist for SpongeBob
I was about
SquarePants.
to bring that up.
So, not the best of careers apart from SpongeBob.
I mean, Muppets from Space is pretty good.
I haven't seen it. I have heard it's the
As
weakest.
a Muppet fan, I really like Muppets from Space.
Okay,
Can we do a Muppets month? Like, does that count as animation?
we'll see.
Oh,
Maybe at some point.
okay.
What's that eating noise? I bet it's George again. Shut up, George.
You shut up.
So the cast, I don't know. Anyway, so the cast has some quite big stars in it. We have Russell Brand as the teenage rabbit. James Marsden, who I think he was in Anchorman 2 most recently, as a big role. Kaylee Cuoco.
Kelly
Cuckoo,
Coco.
I don't care, as a character. Interesting enough, Hank Azaria, who you might know as Simpsons, who does like a plethora of characters, who does the main baddie Carlos and Phil. Also, Hugh Laurie stars as Easter Bunny's
Oh,
dad,
Hugh Laurie, why?
who has no name other than just EB's dad, which doesn't make any sense. Because like, if he's called EB, which is short for Easter Bunny, then surely he would be called Easter Bunny as well.
Can we call
I
him
don't
Russell Rabbit from now on?
Russell Rabbit. That's good. Okay, I'll do that.
Russell Rabbit.
So the plot. I mean, get this. You would have never had anything so original. It turns out Easter is secretly what?
That was my
Who
dad
was that?
screaming. That was my dad screaming at my two idiot brothers.
Oh dear. Anyway, so it's a very original plot of the holiday is secretly run by an underground bureaucracy that sorts out the sweets, and it's all cleverly organized with all machines, and it's all kept hush hush.
It's like
It's basically Our for Christmas, but for Easter,
it's like,
except without everything that made Our for Christmas good.
And it's terrible.
it's like a very shitty version of the North Pole, where everything's very cheap looking.
Pretty much.
Very cheap. They're trying to create a whole mythos based off of Easter. Like, I don't celebrate Easter. Was this a thing?
Well,
This mythos.
we'll get into it.
Yeah.
So the plot stars as EB, who is the son of his dad, but he doesn't want to succeed in being the next Easter Bunny. He'd rather play drums and be in a band. And alongside this is James Marsden as Fred O'Hare, who is a human, and stuff happens. It's really boring. So 5 words or less, guys. Go.
I'll go first.
Yeah.
Stupid, generic, live action CGI bullshit.
All right. Proto.
Proud.
I'm here.
5 words.
I'm just gonna get straight to the bullshit. Anyone gonna say fuck this movie, say the I.
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 Good. Good, I just say fuck 5 words and more.
Okay.
Alright, my 5 words are why David Hasselhoff, why?
Has David Hasselhoff ever done anything good? Like, he sucks.
SpongeBob movie?
No, but he was still stupid in that, you know?
Look, we'll get to it. So my one is look, I've got bunny ears. Look. Oh, they've come off. Look at that. Hey, movie, this is just for you. See? Oh, look, one of them's gone all floppy. Oh no. Not really my words. More of a gesture. Fuck you, cunt. This movie's shit.
Yep.
This is one of the worst movies I've ever seen in a movie theater.
What about in the
Yes.
movie theater?
I can't decide which is. I think this is slightly worse than Transformers 3, because at least Transformers 3 has visuals. Like this has nothing.
Yeah, it's just like it's like very still camera work, and it's very like, oh look, it's a bunny, and he doesn't even look like he's there, you know? Like Roger
Yeah.
looks more there.
Yeah. I mean, like, there's so many things wrong with this movie. I don't know where to begin.
I don't even know either. I saw this.
What do you think?
I saw this movie when I was fucking 12, and I fucking hated it.
What do you think of like the? Let's start off with like the fully animated world.
It's not impressive at all.
Yes.
No, it's not at all. It's just fucking generic.
And the eyes, I don't know, like
It looks like
they look really weird. Like the chicks look okay, but the actual rabbits, like if you look, like when they first came on screen, there was this really weird discord between like the fur and the actual eyeball. The eyeballs were like too
Yeah.
shiny. It was very
like they don't look like they're there. They don't look. They look like they're floating within their own movie. It's weird.
Yeah, which is very like odd because when you animate, you usually start off with like kind of like a skeleton to move, and then you build the textures around that. And I know like my only guess is like so that you have like templates used for like the fur and eyes, but they didn't like bother to match it up or anything.
No. No.
So it is very amateur, especially after like Despicable Me, which is a decent looking movie. Like by no means it's amazing looking, but it's a decent looking movie which has a certain style. This is on par with fucking the Nut Job, for Christ's sake.
Oh Jesus!
It's slightly, but the animation is slightly better than the Nut Job.
By the way,
That's-
what about the chick?
No,
that you brought
that's
up
not
earlier?
something you put on your box board. Or it's slightly better than the Nut Job. Jack Hayward.
Yeah, I was gonna like read out my like mini review of it. I think it like yeah. So it feels like you're on the sinking Titanic, but instead of slipping into water, it's a sea of piss. Yeah, all the while you're fucking bored because it's just cliche. Oh look, I've seen that before. Cliche.
Exactly.
Avoid like flesh-eating STD. But that's because I mean it's strange enough that you would make because okay, let me restart. So what it wants to be is a Christmas movie, right? Like Arthur Christmas, as George said, but with Easter, and that doesn't work
No.
because like I'm not American, and this is kind of meant for America, I guess. Like it's French.
Well, I'm
but whatever.
Jewish. I don't even celebrate Easter. This is like, it's so foreign to me.
But like when you think of Easter, you just think eat some chocolates. Like unless you're a kid, but there is the magic about it. Like Christmas
Feels
whether you
Magic.
celebrate it or not, but it feels special. You feel like the magic, and there's good reasons for it because even if you don't believe in all like the Jesus stuff, it's all it's still family and stuff. And even if you don't celebrate Christmas, you can celebrate the holiday, like Hanukkah,
Yeah,
right?
no, but there's also Passover, which is a bigger holiday technically. And technically, Easter should be a bigger holiday because that's the holiday that makes Jesus Jesus. The fact that he came back from the dead as a zombie.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think Christmas just feels more special because it's like it feels more magical and big because more people rave about it. Like it's advertised more. It just feels bigger. It just feels like a bigger deal. Like you go downstairs and you see all the presents. It's bigger. It's built up more. Easter, it's just sort of the side holiday. Like nah,
Yeah.
an egg.
Yeah.
I mean,
I found an egg.
even when I was a kid and I used to go to church, I barely gave a shit about Easter.
Oh, they're the most
Yeah.
boring sermons. They're so tedious.
Yeah, seriously. Fucking.
I mean, nearly as boring as this movie, in fact.
Exactly. Hop, as boring as going to church. How much would I bet? How much of people we just offended with that?
That's pretty. It's actually pretty entertaining for how bad it is.
But outside like religious stuff, like going to church, like is Easter really a big deal in America?
Not really.
Right.
I mean, like if you go to the mall, you get to like how like they have mall Santas.
Yeah.
They also have like men or women. I don't know what they are. They're like dressed in big, giant, big-headed Easter bunny costumes, and they sit on the chair, and children get to take pictures with them. And it's even more horrifying.
But one aspect that bothered me about this is like they try and make Easter eggs like presents, so the Easter eggs are like just magically appear.
Yeah.
Which like do children believe that? Because
I don't know.
honestly, like I've never really been on an Easter egg hunt. I think I went on once around my old house, and I knew that was my parents.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, like it doesn't feel secretive.
Only yesterday I did my aunt's Easter egg hunt that I do with my little brothers, and even then we know it was them. I mean, I don't believe in that shit. Even as a kid, I didn't believe in that stuff.
Did you believe
It's not really like a perpetuated fantasy, is it?
No, not
For
really.
children to believe in.
Did you believe in Santa then? Like, what's the?
I don't think I like properly believe in Santa.
No, like believed with a D at the end.
I don't know. Like I guess I was kind of like always agnostic about it.
I think I'm pretty sure in kindergarten I just sort of played along, but I never really said anything like, "Oh, he's not real." I was just sort of like, "Oh, okay, sure, whatever." He never comes over to my house.
I don't know. Children are fucking dumb, but they're not this dumb.
Yeah, seriously. Again, I was 13 when I was 12 when I watched this, and I hated it.
Yeah. So let's get on to like it's kind of like more. We'll go for the characters in this.
Oh
I
fuck.
don't know about you.
The
but
main
the
human
characters.
sucks.
Yes.
Who
Like the
who plays him? He sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, what the lead?
Yes.
Yeah, he's like plastic. His face is just like, oh, ooh.
James Martin.
Oh, you mean the real life guy? Yeah. Like, it's really weird because like Russell Brand, like
He
he's
has
quite
good
big in
timing.
the UK. Sorry.
He has good comedic timing in this movie though. Like he's actually surprisingly, like the lines he's given, he does them pretty well.
That's the thing. Like, his acting isn't bad per se, but he is given nothing to do that's funny,
Yeah.
and his character is so bland. I don't know if it's like the animation with expressions or the writing, but the film, like Arthur Christmas is such like a perfect comparison. Like, again, like, his dad, they have no relationship. There isn't a
No.
moment where like the dad's like, I love you, son, at all.
No.
No.
You know, even at the fucking conclusion, like he doesn't say like, "Oh, I respect you" or anything. Not explicitly. He's just like, "Okay, I understand. there's no emotional scenes with him. So there's not that emotion in there.
No,
Yeah,
nothing.
he's just there to give Russell Rabbit someone to spite against, you know?
And they
Yeah.
wasted one of my fucking favorite actors of all goddamn time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will never fucking forgive this movie for that.
Okay.
And I'll never forgive it for wasting $40 of my life that I... Okay, fun story. I went to go see this with my brothers. Okay, because I thought it would be fun. Like, I take my little brothers to go see it. All right. The first day attempt we went to go see it, the theater was sold out. My mom took us around to the other theater instead. Other theater to see if it was playing it. I passed up on it, but you want to know what my other theater was going to be playing instead, and what I should have spent my money on?
What?
God damn, Rango was playing there.
Oh, that hurt.
I skipped Rango in order to see freaking Hop. I still
Rango's
stand. That is the worst
movie, though.
decision I've ever made in my life.
Like,
Rango was-
no wonder Rango didn't make money. It's such a strange. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying it's a very strange movie.
It is.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't get who they're trying to make it appeal to.
I guess the
Yeah.
Pirates of the Caribbean fans.
I don't know. It's too
I don't
weird
know.
for children. It's not dark enough for adults. But anyway, getting back to Hop.
yeah.
There's just so much shit. There's so much stuff that doesn't make any sense. Universe building, right? So
It's
Yeah.
true.
we talked about this before. Like whenever you make a movie or TV series, whatever it be, whatever medium it be, you can have whatever you want in it. You can have robots fighting giant lizards. You can have space travel. You can have fairies.
You can have time travel, interdimensional travel,
Whatever you
fucking
want.
wardrobe travel. It doesn't matter. Just
But the rules you create have to be consistent, or at least
Exactly.
consistent enough to suspend disbelief. Now, so this movie, you have talking rabbits and talking chicks who are underground and kept secret, right?
on Easter Island. Ha ha.
Which, for one, is like, that doesn't make any sense. If there was someone fucking around with the Easter heads, somebody would notice, right?
Yeah.
Two, when he meets that guy, the guy is given no motivation whatsoever not to, own him up to the authorities and get him tested by scientists, because it's a fucking huge breakthrough. Like, they do the generic gag where it's like, okay, I've given you this now, I want you to go because I'm so freaked out. Like, you wouldn't be like that.
Oh yeah.
Like, that, like, a lot of things, like, when it happened, like, it works because how goofy it is or how charismatic it is, or they even do the joke where, like, they pick up the phone. This guy doesn't do that. He doesn't owe the rabbit anything. The rabbit hasn't given him any reason not to call the authorities. So that
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense. Then they try and
Oh,
keep him hidden.
But
then
then there's
in the
that scene in the diner where the waitress sees that this is clearly a rabbit. They don't try to disguise him or anything, and she does nothing.
Right. And then David Hasselhoff is like, so wait, David, you know I'm a rabbit, right? Like, yeah,
Right.
sure, but my best friends are talking cars. Like, that's not funny. That doesn't make
No.
any sense. Does that
Exactly.
mean that, like, the Hoff is some sort of, like, schizophrenic who actually thinks whatever movie or TV series he's in is real? Like, is that what it's trying to imply?
Maybe.
But what about everybody else? Surely everyone else should be going nuts. Call
Exactly.
the scientists. Call Stephen Hawking. He challenges everything. There's talking rabbits.
Hey.
Another thing, like they do a joke about, like, he shits jelly beans. What the fuck? That doesn't make any sense. What? So all the chocolate, all the sweets that are made in the factory comes from their feces and just ground up in shiny tinfoil and shat out for children to eat.
Oh, did you
But why does he even shit jelly beans? Like I think that's the first hint of magic. Because at the end, there is that completely random plot line that's just thrown in right at the end. Where, like, oh, Carlos wants the magic wand. It's like, what the fuck? When did magic become a part of this? I
Yeah.
haven't seen any magic at all.
Yeah, exactly. And then you have that fucking bizarrely disturbing scene of him when he finally gets the wand, and
It turns into a rabbit.
that fucking
and then how
scarred
come
me.
the human doesn't turn into a rabbit?
It fucking disturbed the shit out of me.
And how come the guy
And
doesn't
what's-
become a rabbit?
I thought that as
Exactly.
well. Like, not even like little tiny ears. Like, they could have done a joke about that, like inconspicuous ears. Another thing, like Carlos, like usually the bad guy either sees the error of his ways, or he gets so fucked up there's no way to come for him to come back unless in the sequel they create a scenario for him to. This one, they literally put him back in his job but demoted. Like, what the fuck? Like, you haven't even like roped him up or chained him up. He can still move around. What's stopping him from just stealing the fucking wand again? Nothing.
Exactly.
And
Well, I
he's
mean, what's
like,
he
he can
gonna
never
do with the
reduce his
money?
size.
He's gonna give kids a bunch of worms. His only motive is critics instead of candy. Like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
I know. That's what it hinges on. Like his motivation. Like, he's not diabolical enough. Like, does it really matter who's in charge of Easter if they're just gonna do the same job, just handing out fucking candy?
And
Like,
parents are still giving out candy. Like, who gives a fuck?
Exactly.
There's no heart to this movie, and again, like, it was trying to be a Christmas movie, but the thing about Christmas is a lot of the movies when they have like heart, they like one of the big things is the presents. Like, again, like Arthur Christmas, like the bicycle matters to the girl and Arthur cares. Like, that's like the
Exactly.
emotional crux of the movie. There's none of that. Like, you could have tried it like chocolate brings happiness or something,
Yeah,
you know,
like,
but there's
who gives
none
a
of
fuck
that at
about
all.
candy? The egg full of candy is not very exciting to get.
It's not. It's a nice, like, my mum makes a really nice gesture. Like, at first I was a bit pissed off, but now, like, she just buys me like a really big. I don't know if she buy me now because I'm 21, but she just buys me a big like bar of chocolate, so you get even more chocolate than you would in an Easter egg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's a nice gesture. Like, you know, I'll get her some like green and blacks or something. I don't know, but
Yeah, but it's not a bicycle. You know.
yeah, like, it's not. There's no real way that Easter can have the same amount of thought into it as Christmas. You could do like if it was really serious, you know, like if there was a children's cancer ward and you know, like a celebrity came down and ran an Easter egg hunt for them.
Yeah.
Like that would have heart, but I mean that might be a bit too much for the movie, but you know, in that way that could help. But that's quite an extreme situation
Yeah.
where like somebody is in that position. Like, for a normal person, like, it's not a big deal really. Like, if your parents don't get you a chocolate, they're kind of a dick, I think. But it's not as bad as Christmas.
No.
So the motivations get lost in the film.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
it doesn't matter at all. And
No.
again, it has the same problem as so many Christmas movies, even unfortunately Arthur Christmas, where it's like nobody questions where this fucking chocolate comes from, and it's so much.
Exactly.
Like, in Arthur Christmas, you can kind of forgive it because it's so fun, and you can kind of buy into the.
And
Yeah.
Arthur Christmas is probably
Right.
it's a
But
great
with
movie.
this, it's like this is
It
loads of
sets, it does
chocolate turning
what
up.
this movie did wrong. It sets up its own rules. It sets up its own motivations, and it runs with it. It does it perfectly. I mean, okay, you can argue like your point with no one questions it. That's fine, but still, there's suspension of disbelief, and then there's just fucking lazy writing.
That's another thing, right? With Arthur Christmas, like, the ship is invisible. In this movie, Hop, they make no fucking effort to conceal this stupid egg carriage, which is for absolutely no reason whatsoever being driven by magic chicks.
Yeah.
Who the fuck
I never
came up
got
with that?
the egg.
Fucking
I
retarded
never
thing.
got that. Like,
Little kid
I questioned
mind.
that when I first watched. Like, I never got
They're
like
trying to be-
why. I know it's trying to be Christmassy, but that still doesn't make sense. Like, Jesus Christ.
I thought it was. I originally, like, when I was a little kid, I like whenever like they talk about in kindergarten, it always sounded like a bunny hops out of a rabbit hole and leaves some eggs around and then hops back in. What's with this sled shit?
Exactly.
You know?
Again, it's just trying to be Christmas, and it doesn't
Yeah.
work. Okay, another really big problem I have with this movie
Aside from
is
everything.
wasted. Yeah, it's wasted potential. Like, yeah, okay, it's a stupid idea to have an Easter-themed movie like this.
With Russell Brand.
But but you could try. Like, you could build on the father-son relationship. You can build on the idea of you're trying to find who you are. even the pink berets. Like at first, I thought, okay, like this could be quite funny. Like cute bunnies that
They
kick
weren't
butt.
pink.
The pink berets.
No, they were red. Those were totally red.
They weren't red. They were pink. You colorblind bummer.
No, that was like a very dark pink. Okay. I know
They were
that
pink.
is not pink.
It was a contrast of whatever movie you're watching. When I watched it in 1080p. It was pink.
Those look pretty damn red to me, but okay.
Right. That's right. But yeah, but they weren't. They did nothing with them really. There was like 2 jokes with them where one fell down and one sneezed.
Yeah.
But they had no personality.
They were cute, but they
Exactly.
never said anything.
Yeah, they were cute, but the movie did nothing with them. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Another thing. I play drums,
Yeah.
right? That's a drum kit down there.
Yep.
Oh, can't really see it. Whatever. I used to play a lot of Rock Band, right? So when I was watching the first instance of the bunny rabbit, when he was playing the video game Rock Band,
Yeah.
it showed clearly on the TV he was hitting bass notes, right, perfectly, but his feet, like he didn't even have the fucking pedal out. And okay, that annoyed me, but at the same time, it's like, okay, like it is a movie. Movies often take liberties with how games work.
Yeah.
I can forgive that. But then later on, when he's trying to first, he plays drums twice. He plays with some blind guys, and then he plays in front of the half. Both times, his feet don't reach the pedal, and in one very clear shot, a bird's eye shot, he doesn't reach the pedal. He doesn't even make an effort to do that.
You can hear
Like,
the
what the
bass drum, that's
fuck?
right.
Exactly. God fucking damn it.
You could have made a joke with that, how like his feet can't reach the pedal.
Exactly. Even had when this movie is being this lazy,
Yeah,
it can't miss the jokes. Sweet Jesus Almighty.
It's all Easter magic. He's telekinetic.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah.
Easter magic. It's a thing now.
By
Everything.
Easter magic, you mean lazy plot device? Then fuck off.
Yeah. I mean, what else is right? It's cliche as fuck. Like we've said it a couple of times, but every fucking joke, every plot point is something you've seen 100 times before. Every joke. There's a joke where he goes to do a job interview or try and impress his potential boss or boss whatever, and then the bunny comes in for some reason or another and disrupts things and ruins things for him. But you haven't seen that before, and he's trying to keep it quiet. Like, oh, what are you doing? You can't do this. Oh, it's okay. I'm trying to do this and that. Oh, you're gonna ruin funny. Oh. You've seen this before.
Yes, I have.
So many.
Several times. Hell, this director has already done that thing with his Alvin and the Chipmunks.
It's not
Funny. It's never funny.
Yeah.
And then, I was only trying to help, but you didn't help. Shut the fuck up.
You can't.
Yeah, he's a very selfish character as well. The lead,
Yeah, he's
like
a
the bunny. Another thing, right? They establish that the son of Fred, is
He's
useless,
not likable
right?
at all.
No.
And
There's
he's
nothing
useless.
to like about him at all.
And then they do a joke where like how he was never asked to house sit for his parents' house, and then Kaylee Cuckoo, whatever, goes like, "Gee, I wonder why." And then literally the next thing she does is gives him the keys to her fucking boss's mansion. You just established that he can't be trusted, and you've given him the keys to like $1 million mansion. Are you fucking insane? I know you're trying to give him a chance, but you literally just said he can't be trusted.
Yeah, just for the
What?
sake of shenanigans.
Yeah.
It's so contrived.
Contrived is an understatement.
Oh
For
my
the sake of
god.
Shenanigans, I'm gonna have you watch over this expensive mansion. Let's hope there's not a bunny that comes over that happens to be able to talk. Because
Yeah,
then
it's like-
shenanigans.
Why did he make the rabbit sleep in the garage anyway? Like, it's clearly established it can talk and it's anthropomorphic.
talking animal, give him a bed. You know?
It's just
Exactly.
another layer of like of a poorly constructed movie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh fuck me! The lowest point in this film, in my opinion, is the musical scene where
I want
they
candy.
yeah they go to like their daughter's children's play or whatever, and then the rabbit is like a cunt for some reason, and
Let's be a dick and interrupt.
yeah, and it's like, oh, a ventriloquist out. It's like, what the fuck? Get him off the stage. Like, this is like it's supposed to be for children, even if it does suck. You know, it's a children's concert. Get the fuck off the stage. And then they start singing "I Love Candy,"
Yeah.
and then suddenly, like, oh look, the whole band knows how to play the song. A band of fucking 10-year-olds can suddenly play a song that they've never played before together and do it perfectly.
Yeah, because reasons, and by reasons I mean bullshit reasons, and by
Right.
bullshit reasons I mean just plain bullshit.
Those are moments in stupid movies that I just sort of learned to accept because, like, when a movie starts out off the stupid, you can expect a scene where someone's got to show off at some sort of show where they shouldn't be showing off.
Yeah,
Think
but they
about
do
it,
it.
like
It doesn't
like
make any sense.
the Green movie. He showed off for no reason at some sort of show.
All right,
Um,
I'll give you an example. Like, right, Marty McFly in Back to the
yeah.
Future, when he starts like showing off, like
Oh, yeah,
it
that was
makes
a good movie.
sense.
Damn it.
Yeah, but it
Fuck.
makes
Yeah.
because it's just 12. Like that song is just 12 bar blues, which is quite
Exactly.
easy to play. And then as he goes off on one, like strays from the structure, like they stop playing and they do a joke about that. This, I'll get one character going off on one, but everyone else joining in when they're fucking children. And they're again like their reactions aren't goofy or exaggerated enough for it to be funny,
No.
or so you don't like. So it doesn't have to make sense. Like because they play it so straight, you take it like as it is, which is retarded.
Yeah. Hey, I got
Like
to
this
go
movie.
because my battery is dying and I'm too lazy to go find a way to plug it in. And I could go upstairs, but the Wi-Fi sucks, so you wouldn't be able to understand me. So
So what? Final thoughts, very quickly, and then we'll carry on off each other. Whatever.
So, I'll just give off my final thoughts now.
Yeah.
It sucks. Bye.
That's suitable.
Yeah.
Alright,
That's
I mean, I don't think we have like that
That's
much
perfect. No,
more.
it's just this is one of the fucking worst movies I've ever seen in my life, and again, this is one of the biggest waste of times I've ever done in a movie theater.
Here's another thing. Here's another thing. Right. It only lasts 94 minutes, an hour and a half, which is only about 10 minutes off the bare minimum, I'd say. You know, like hour and 20, I think, is like the minimum amount of time
Exactly.
for a movie. I think any less than that, and it borders on like just a TV special. But anyway,
Yeah.
it's only an hour and a half, and it feels like a fucking eternity because it's so
Yes.
boring. The plot takes about half an hour to. You know what? It takes about fucking 15 minutes for it to get going because like in the actual like in the
Because
opening it
this
says
movie
how
doesn't have an
first.
understanding of basic structure. Because it doesn't understand what to actually do with plot development. Because it just fuck.
Well, like, if you read it on the back of like the DVD, it says like how like the guy's the first person to become the Easter Bunny, and it's like it's all he wants to do. It takes 50 minutes for that to happen, and there's no build up. Like again, like Arthur Christmas, like Arthur loves Christmas. You see that through the entire movie, right? With this
You
one,
see in the goddamn opening. The opening establishes the plot, and then the movie just runs with that same plot. Here, like you say, it takes 50 minutes for the main plot to actually kick in this 90-minute long movie. That means you only have 40 minutes to establish and rest of your goddamn plot. Ugh.
yeah, like they could have like that could have been the whole movie. How like he wants to be the next Easter Bunny, and everyone thinks he's fucking insane. Meanwhile, like the rabbit's got its like, that could have been a very strong theme, like doing what you want to do without being judged. Like that could be a very deep movie, but no, it just chooses to be stupid and shallow and boring.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I was one of you guys lucky that didn't see this on the movie theater because I really didn't give a shit about it.
Yeah.
I saw the entire film until years later on TV. My God, what the fuck they were thinking?
I mean, even like
Again, worst decision I have ever made in my life.
yeah.
it even does like the thing where it, like being the Easter Bunny like runs in the family, but I don't get why. Because with Arthur Christmas, the North Pole, like it's just them. They established that there's fucking
Yeah.
loads of rabbits. So why couldn't one of them be the Easter Bunny? Like, you know,
Because random bullshit.
Yeah.
That's why.
because even nowadays, like companies don't really stay in the family anymore. It's more about just appointing who's gonna be the best. Unless it's like a proper family company.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I find the comparisons to Arthur Christmas really interesting because they both this movie and Hop came out in 2011, didn't they?
For the looks of it.
Yeah.
Well, obviously they would have been in production like independent, like they wouldn't know like each other's plots before they were making. Do you know what I mean? It's like one movie hasn't copied the other,
Yeah.
but it's just interesting
It's
like
weird.
how much better Arthur Christmas does it than this shitty film.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
So what else is wrong with it? Like what do you guys not like? Because I've talked
Everything is wrong with it.
I've talked
There's
quite
nothing funny about it.
extensively.
Only it wastes great actors. Like not just great actor, but can actors that can be really freaking funny. I mean, I think Russell Brand can actually act pretty decently. I fucking love Hugh Laurie to death, and I like Hank Azaria just fine. But they are all so fucking wasted in this awful script and terrible direction and awful plot and horrible structure and just fucking hell. What was I thinking?
You weren't. You were a kid.
Yeah. Expanding on that, they literally
I was the same kid at the same age. I was one of the. When I was a kid, I wasn't like this stupid. Like like I said, this is the worst decision I ever made as a kid. Here's the thing: when I was a kid, I wanted to see Inception. That's how it should tell you everything. I wanted to see, as a 12-year-old, I wanted to see fucking Inception, and I actually did. But this just, God fucking damn it.
Yeah.
Even as a kid, again, wish I wasn't this stupid.
I'd say with the voice acting, like Hugh Laurie does an okay job. Like he's not phoning it in, but like he just does a very standard
He knows,
job. Like Russell Brand,
he knows he knows
Russell Brand,
kind
like
of shit he's in, but he doesn't want to like phone it in completely.
yeah, like Russell Brand does okay, but like the direction is so poor and the writing's so bad. Like he's not really like given room to be himself or do something that's funny. Um,
No,
James Marsden is fucking plastic and boring. Kaylee Cuckoo is given next to nothing to do. Like you forget about her.
exactly.
Garrett again, like the father. That's something else as well, right? At the end of the movie, they don't believe that he's like the new Easter Bunny or whatever, and then he shows them their spaceship thing, and all his dad is like,
Yeah.
"This is amazing. I'm so proud of you." It's like, what
The
the
fuck?
fuck? That would not be your
Seriously.
reaction.
No.
It would be,
It wouldn't-
what the fucking hell is that? I'm gonna call the fucking police. There's a talking rabbit. It's like
Exactly.
a spaceship. What the fucking fuck?
Yeah.
It's really so fucking dumb. It's not even like the kind of dumb that you can actually enjoy. Just the dumb that makes you very existence. It makes you want to jump out of a building and kill people.
Yeah.
And they did a really weird joke where they have live action Russell Brand meeting EB,
Oh yeah, that was fucking
like
bizarre.
Rabbit
And
Russell,
ironically enough,
and like it's just
it's
not
is like the only funny joke in this movie, but
But it's
that's not
not
really
funny.
saying much.
They don't do
But
anything with it.
it's
It just gives them a
it's
look. Like it's not like fun, a nice voice or something.
Yeah.
Or you sound familiar. You know, they do nothing with it. It's just pointless and not funny.
like I said, I said it's not saying much. I only got like a kind of a chuckle out of it, but that's about it. God
Actually,
fucking damn it.
wouldn't that I'd love a joke in an animated movie with live action characters, where they're like one of the main animated character like just walks past a table which has all the actors on it, the voice actors on it,
Oh yeah.
like and they thought they're having their lunch or something. I think that could be really
That'd be
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no.
Another thing with the voice, like Hank Azaria, like he does a good job here, but like he does like this Spanish accent. Like I guess that they told him to do it or just to do a funny accent, and it's only there for the sake of children find foreign accents funny when they're slightly exaggerated. Like
I hate that mentality.
it's just pointless. You could have given him
Same.
any accent in the world. Like it makes no difference to his character design or anything. You know, you could have made him sound
No.
Puerto Rican. You could have made him sound Scottish. You could have made him sound Aboriginal.
Actually, make him sound Scottish would have been awesome.
Like it has no bearing on his character at all.
Yeah.
Nope.
Another ring of stupidity.
God damn it.
Yeah, the egg of
God,
destiny.
just-
That's the
that's-
magic. Oh, that's all. That was another
I
dumb
don't-
thing I fucking hated as well. When the bad guy Carlos is about to escape on the thing, and then like out of nowhere like Russell Bunny starts playing the drums and it makes Phil with the bagpipe dance. Like it literally has come from nowhere. Like if they established that Phil can't control his body, like that could have been
Yeah.
funny. Like all they really showed was like he likes dancing to music, not that he has no control over it. Like if they established that, like
When,
you know, like he's trying to like do.
I,
Oh, hey again. I was just saying how like the bit with Phil
the podcast,
dancing.
and I'm sorry. I had to barge in. I was watching the podcast on YouTube, and I saw the bit where you were talking about the why the chick's accent, Carlos. I know why. Because racism. He's a worker, right? So he's Mexican, because he works for the man.
Oh, I thought he was Spanish. Oh, I don't know.
Whatever, some kind of Mexican. Proto, you help me out here.
I don't know. We can add racism to this movie. It's a massive resume of shit.
Que se vaya la mierda esta película.
Did you find this movie racist, Proto?
Of course, if it's not funny, of course I'm gonna get offended.
I think I figured it out because of racism.
Ugh.
This face sums it up.
Gum chewing.
No,
I
that,
don't
No,
know.
it's the scowl.
I'd say like the voice by itself isn't racist. Like just doing an accent.
By itself isn't. But the
isn't
fact that
racist, but I think
he's a word.
yeah,
That
yeah, the fact that he's a
racist.
worker. Yeah.
yeah.
Just fucking hell. I hate
There's nothing
everything.
wrong with accents. If you're offended by an accent, then that means you're just against that accent. Then you're just an asshole.
Yeah,
Exactly.
because you know, like you see, like I watch so many American movies where they have like an over-the-top British accent, like, "Oh, what, oh boy!"
Yeah.
Like it's either funny or they do it badly and it's not funny. You know, I don't really care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess
Well, what do
like
you think of Mary
it'd be
Poppins?
When you did like
Think of, what do you
you did
think
your
of-
imitation of me when we were doing the Fantasia 2000 video. I found that funny because I don't know how I talk, but I don't care if you're doing like a bad fucking accent. Just fuck.
Yeah.
Mary Poppins,
Yeah, what do you think of
Jolly old day with you, Mary Poppins.
Dick Van Dyke.
Mary Poppins? What?
Oh, Mary Poppins. Like his
Or
accent.
the time I did. Or the
It's
time I
enjoyable.
Dick Van Dyke David and during the Fantasia video as well.
Yeah. it's the children I can't stand. They're fucking ugly and they're fucking annoying, and it just perpetuates the stereotype that British have bad teeth. That annoys me. Like it is funny to make fun of, but
Let me see
we
your teeth.
British, I'll just say that we British statistically we have better teeth than you Americans. We have better
Okay,
dental.
prove it. Show me your teeth. Show me your teeth, bitch. Close up, closer.
Master Teeth.
My father's a dentist. Okay.
Yeah. It's
I-
probably because
I use
we
my-
have free dental care up to the age of 18, and you guys don't.
Ah.
Whatever, just
So.
Well, I don't, I
get
don't want
free-
to get into one, but your healthcare system stinks. It's
I'm
shit.
blood. My dad stalks me as I brush my teeth.
They should do a movie. Oh yeah, I was gonna say they should do a movie about that, but they already have the Tooth Fairy. There you go.
Oh god.
But then they wouldn't want you to clean your teeth. They'd want you to like clean your teeth with sugar, so your teeth fall out, and then they can have the teeth.
Oh, if you want a better Tooth Fairy movie, watch Hellboy 2.
You know what's funny? My dad.
Seriously,
My
man
dad's.
eating Tooth Fairies. There's the reason why they're called Tooth Fairies in that movie is because they eat everything around you except they try to go for the teeth. But in order to do that, they have to consume your entire body.
yeah.
Seriously, look it up. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
My dad is the 1 out of 5 dentists that don't recommend Crest. He recommends AIM.
Is that toothpaste brands?
Yes.
I
Yeah, the
wouldn't know.
toothpaste,
Like,
AIM.
we have like
Like
we
the
have, like,
cheap one that
Colgate.
no one talks about.
Yeah. I don't know.
Hey,
Anyway.
whatever. Good joke. Pop.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Pop. It fucking blows.
Yeah,
I had to barge in just to mention something about racism.
Oh yeah, I was saying about like Phil that they could have made a funny joke because like obviously they got like the diabolical baddie and then like the stupid henchman. So they could have had like the henchman like there's like the bad guy is Carlos just trying to like explain his plan, and then Phil gets distracted like it's like oh I can't help it like it's like boom boom like well stop doing that like they could have made a joke about that and then that would have established for the finale later on. But instead it's just out of nowhere and it's just like.
Because of lazy writing.
How would he even know how to do that? Like,
Lazy writing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what else pisses me off?
yeah.
I've
Everything.
been trying to squeeze this thought in forever. The chicks, there are chicks there, right? Do they grow up to become chickens, or do they stay small?
You said that. I mean, my only explanation is that they're magic, but isn't that kind of like a curse, like Peter Pan, only they didn't choose to stay there?
Yeah.
Like, imagine being a child for your entire life, or being being in a child's body but an adult mind.
Well,
Like,
That'd be
imagine if
fucking bizarre.
you couldn't even hire a prostitute for sex.
no, wait, I don't think that, because I don't think all the sexuality comes from your balls, doesn't it? Not your brain.
Yeah, but they've got an adult brain though, haven't they?
Yeah, but if you don't have
Like,
if the chemicals from your balls hasn't been released, then you're not, then you can't get horny all the time always. You just, if anything, you'd be a better person if you were a small child with an adult mind.
well, how small are we talking? Because like some people get their first boner when they're like 6 or something ridiculous, don't they?
Well, I mean, I
Let me think.
my jacked off was like 11.
The fuck?
I'm not.
That's a good.
giving my. I'm not telling anything.
I started as soon as I learned what it is.
I am not revealing anything about what I do.
Did Dad show you?
No.
This is how you do it, son. This is
No,
just
no,
like my
no.
grandfather taught me.
No. It's not. No, I will not do anything.
That's
I,
awful.
did, I think like when you grow up as a child, like it's not just time; it is like your brain developing. That's what makes you less childlike. So if their mind is like adult, then obviously that means their brain has developed, and that must include like glands and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Not every one of them would be asexual and have like just lack.
No, I mean not
the sex drive.
sexual. Like you know how like kids know that like they're gay or straight at a very young age. It's not. They wouldn't all be asexual. They just would be disinterested. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, asexuals can be romantically interested in a specific.
Oh yeah,
It's a
yeah,
complex thing. I have asexual friends. They're
sure.
from the couple I know. My impression is that they're kind of soulless, but that's
You
that's
wouldn't
just
say that in
based
front of
off
their
the two that
face.
I know. That's just based off the two that I know. They're uncomfortable, soulless beings. Um,
That actually
not
brings up
saying anything about all asexuals. Just the two I know.
that actually brings up another point. There's like a gag where again it's generic where like the little bunny pretends it's a toy. Like I haven't seen that before. But then like when like Penny from Big Bang Theory starts like holding it, like the bunny starts getting off to it, and it's like what the fuck? Like it's like
Yeah,
reverse.
because
Put it like that, it's hilarious. But when you actually see it, it's kind of awkward and uncomfortable and kind of creepy.
Yeah.
yeah, because we all know everyone gets off by chicks get off by rabbits.
Uh, uh,
Well,
Hey,
depends
female
which
contact
rabbit you
is
mean,
nice.
George.
Any kind of female contact is nice.
God damn it.
yeah.
What does that include your mummy?
Oh, shut up.
But yeah,
were you insulting me or George?
I don't know. Both.
Both.
I just thought that scene was really strange. Like it was, if he was doing it
love
just to
talking
annoy
about how he
him.
looks so real. No, he doesn't. He looks so real. No, he doesn't at all. He's not even there.
Why does this bunny look so CGI?
Yeah.
We might have to wrap up. I'm losing things to moan about. Oh, that's another thing. Right, he appears in Hollywood, right, through a rabbit hole, but he's like the size of the sign, or did I get that wrong?
No, that was a shadow.
It's the foreground background thing. He was just closer to the camera.
It was very
Yeah.
strange. Oh, that's another thing, right? When the Blind Boys of Alabama are doing their recording session, I don't know. Like again, I know it's a film, but they could have made like an effort to make it look proper. Like they have a singer with a microphone with no pop shield. Like so, like my this has got a T-shirt on to stop.
They're blind. They don't know.
No, we have to hear because like he sat right next to a fucking drum kit with no soundboard or anything in the way.
What I don't get is why are they recording music for a game? Don't they already have it on record?
That's a good point. Like it's like a blues group. It's like when the fuck would you need that for a game? Like it's very specialized. And I didn't mention it.
Like, why don't you just like they probably don't they already put out albums? Can't you just get the songs pre-recorded and put it in the game?
Exactly.
Like, why do they need to record new songs? Is that even a real band?
Nay.
I
think so.
wait. It's highlighted. They're a real band.
What the fuck? I thought that was just like a playoff of like it was a multiple people.
Well, because it's a terrible name. Really.
What's it called?
Blind Boys of Alabama.
Why were they trying to plug the They couldn't get a better bands to put in there, so they just snuck in the Blind Boys of Alabama.
I guess it like creates a scenario that the bunny can play drums for them.
Couldn't they get
Why
like
why
their band?
why play from them?
Couldn't
Why is it
they
why
get a bigger
it's so
band,
random?
like Jonas Brothers or something?
Yeah.
Like someone shitty, like Big Time Rush. Couldn't they get like someone shitty?
Hey, I like Big Time Rush.
Rush?
Whatever.
They would get
course.
Rush. Like Mike Portney is like the main guy.
I said
Yeah.
Big Time Rush, not actual
Well,
Rush.
I know what you mean. Like Jonas Brothers, like although I fucking hate them, they would have been a better choice
couldn't
for a
get they
kids
couldn't
movie.
get like a low name kids bands to come over. They had to get these obscure ass Blind Boys of Alabama.
That's another thing. I don't know if I'm getting like too deep into it now, but when he plays drums, he likes playing like pop rock, you know, like Blink-182 and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And suddenly he's a master at jazz.
No,
It's like a complete.
rock beat. I don't know things, but that sounded like a rock beat to me.
he was playing jazz. Like,
Okay, you know your stuff.
yeah, I mean, like, I wouldn't get too into like basically you can learn jazz and then use those techniques for rock. You can't really use rock techniques to play jazz because
Yeah.
it's to do with
But
like
in
how
the
the hand
magical world of
works.
bullshit land, you can.
Because even though I prefer rock, jazz you have to be a lot more skilled to
Yeah,
actually play.
that's how good of a drummer
So,
he is.
but it does like it doesn't establish that he like has a wide range of styles. He just suddenly can play fucking jazz.
Yeah.
It's like
Did you?
I
By the
don't
way,
know.
speaking of music, remember like the first song they're playing when they introduce Russell Rabbit? And he's like drumming along to it. It's like about how he doesn't want to be like his dad. It's like I
Yeah.
don't want to be like you.
Yeah.
Nah. Repeating
Fuck
history
everything.
sucks.
Yeah.
God.
Wow, way to be subtle.
Subtlety at its finest, everyone.
We totally
Why did
understand
he?
his character now. His one trait is he does not want to be like his father.
That's another thing. Like he just like casually says, "I don't want to be the Easter Bunny," and it's like, why didn't you have this conversation beforehand?
Yeah.
Like other films, I don't know, you know what I mean? Like when it's like, "Oh, Dad, I don't want to run the business." Actually, it's like, well, it runs in the family. Like there's that conflict throughout the entire thing. It's like established. They've always had that conflict.
This
Or like if
it seems like it's new. Like, hey, shouldn't you be practicing your speech? Never mind. I don't want to. I want to drum.
yeah. It's like where did that come from?
Yeah.
Bullshit writing land.
Yeah.
It's just
is
more
where-
shit.
Just again, this movie is the king of bullshit land, where its other rules include George Lucas, Gareth fucking Edwards, the director of Other Woman, Annie, Sex Tape. What else is there? Fucking Michael Bay, maybe Jonathan Lee's been that guy who directed. I don't fucking know anything. I don't know.
Tommy Wiseau.
Yes, Tommy Wiseau, and the main band of the place is One Direction, Justin Bieber, and
Etc.
many
Etc.
others.
Etc. Let's get.
Etc. Etc. Fucking hell, I hate this fucking movie.
I think we should wrap up. I'm losing things. There's probably a lot more. I guess I should have taken notes, but it was so fucking tedious.
It was.
God damn
It made
Let's just do final thoughts.
disjointed and shit. Whatever. We're
Yeah.
doing Prince of Egypt next, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
God.
I'll finish that off.
That's good. That's probably.
Final thoughts.
Final
Prince
thought.
of Egypt is better.
I'll cover Prince of Egypt in a second.
Yeah, just say that.
Ross.
That's my final thought. Prince of
Yeah.
Egypt.
Okay. Proto, what's your final thoughts?
Fuck this racist piece of shit. 1 out of 10.
I'm glad I brought that up. That's so much more. That made Proto so much more entertaining.
Oh,
Proto, like, were you aware, like, before Ross said, were you aware that it was potentially racist as you were going through it?
I didn't think about it until Ross brought it up. And
Right?
Yeah, that is racist. That doesn't
Mexican
apply to people.
chick working for the big bunny.
no, I didn't think they would go this far because I barely remember. I remember the plot, but I don't remember much of the details until you brought it up and something and a switch flipped.
Was it a Mexican accent or was it like Puerto Rican? What was it?
Oh,
I don't know.
it was a very generic, like, oh, hello, I'm going to overthrow
Yeah,
the Easter
I thought
Bunny."
Mexican.
I thought you of all people would know Proto. I have no idea what it is.
Dude, I saw this movie 2 or 3 years ago. I barely remember it until you mentioned the detail.
I have this movie permanently scarred into my brain as, again, the worst decision I've ever made in my life.
You've made worse. Shut the hell up, dude.
Well, yes, willingly watching Sex Tape was probably worse than this.
That sounds awful.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that. Not yet.
It's awful. It's one of the worst fucking comedies you'll ever see in your life.
I just saw the
We can make our own
Big
sex tape.
Lebowski. That was a good movie. You should see
Oh,
it. I just saw it for the first
The Big
time.
Lebowski.
Yeah, I never
Big
saw it before.
Lebowski.
It's on Netflix now. I just saw it.
It's
pretty good.
hilarious.
Yes. Watch the Big Okay, my final thoughts. Watch the Big Lebowski instead of me.
Yeah, go see
No,
the
seriously,
Big
my
Lebowski
actual final thought.
instead of Hop.
My actual final thoughts are: as a kid, this was up there with the Star Wars prequels and many other bad movies I watched as a kid. It's some of the worst fucking movies I ever watched. It still haunts my memories to this day. I don't hate it as much as many of the other god-awful movies I've seen in recent memory, but I still fucking hate it. Just do yourself a favor. If you want a movie like this, and you want to put on something for your kids like this, just watch out for Christmas. I don't care if it's Easter time. Just watch that
No,
movie.
watch Prince of Egypt.
That too. Watch Prince of Egypt as well. That's a good movie as well.
That's more important to the story, really. That's something more people need to know about.
Hell, if you want a Christian movie, you want a really good Christian movie, watch fucking Noah. I mean, if you
No,
want to
go
have your
watch
heart,
God's Not Dead if you want a better.
Fucking hell, don't watch that movie.
Just don't watch Christian movies.
God,
Watch maybe watch VeggieTales. No,
yeah, watch Jonah VeggieTales movie. That's a good movie.
You can watch Christian movies, just don't watch Christian propaganda movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds good.
Anyway, my final thoughts. It's interesting to see, like, this movie, I mean, not afterwards, but it had a very strong box office opening. It had a $63 million budget, and it brought in $184 million. And I'm guessing most of that was just for its initial run, because that's actually not a lot of money for an animated movie, and that's probably because the marketing, like when you look at the poster, I know as a kid, I thought the poster looked like it's because I was getting a bit more kind of skeptical by this point, but it looked very colourful, very fun. Like, oh, he plays the drums, like I play the drums. It's kind of relatable. I think a lot of kids would go for that.
Yeah.
So I think that's why it made the money, is the marketing and the posters were quite good. But then after people saw it, saw how fucking bland and cliche and shallow it was, and on top of that, it's a holiday movie on a holiday that not a lot of people give that much of a shit about. It's very easy to see why this has fallen into obscurity.
Yep.
No, I reckon in 10 years' time, no one's going to remember it.
No.
I forgot about it until Sylvia suggested we watch it.
Yeah, I remember reading about like I saw an advert in like the Beano or something about it. Like, okay, that looks interesting. I didn't really care that much.
I think it's funny considering like how successful Russell Brand's doing now. Like isn't he a much bigger deal now in the UK or something?
Well, yeah. I said that like ages ago. Like now he's quite like a big cultural phenomenon for like being like the voice of the people and like calling out the government and stuff. Like I'm not I don't really agree with all of what he says, but I do like appreciate his work.
But he's a big deal.
It's just yeah, he's a big deal. This is kind of like, I mean, before he was like big, but like now he's kind of like got like a comeback almost.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Yes.
From what it sounds like, it sounds better than a comeback. It's like a new version of Russell Brand. It's like it's a rebirth.
Well, it's more about his like politics than his
yeah, exactly. It's
nature.
It's like Beatles Lennon versus like John and Yoko Lennon. You know, they're like two separate things.
Yeah. I was like, Russell Brand hasn't got like the best history of picking movies.
No, he's very dumb with movies.
Do you know what I mean? Like he picked Forgetting Sarah Marshall, which was, you know, mediocre.
Never saw
Get
it.
into the Greek, which is mediocre. He voices the professor in Despicable Me and 2. Like
I was actually pretty surprised to learn he did that. He's actually a good voice actor in that sense.
I guess that's like how he got the gig.
Pretty
Yeah.
much. He's still
well,
shit, but still.
Oh yeah, it's in Centrinians, Rock of Ages.
Oh yeah.
So like he doesn't pick good things to be in. So my recommendation of this movie is if you want to see Russell Brand be funny, watch one of his stand-up tours or something.
Yeah.
If you want to see him be insightful and make you think, if you want to see a good Easter film. That one doesn't exist. You have to watch some sort of Easter special or something. This movie's not that. If you want to see a good holiday-themed movie that has vaguely similar themes to this, Arthur.
Watch Out for Christmas.
If you want
And if you want to show your kids a hybrid movie, watch fucking Paddington.
yeah, if your favorite portrait is just like a white canvas, I think this movie is for you. It's the animation isn't impressive. It's banal to the point of you've got like a bingo scratch card of cliches, and you scratch one off. It's like, oh look, there's another one.
The writing is horse shit. The writing is piss poor. It makes no goddamn sense. It's inconsistent as shit. The acting is bland. Nothing about it is impressive. Nothing about it is worth watching. Go to fucking hell, Hop.
And like the life lessons there is none. Like at the end of the movie, like Russell Rabbit just like turns around and like, oh, I can still be the Easter Bunny. I'll just drum sometimes.
Yeah, he never really. He said, "Oh, I can be a drummer, but also the Easter Bunny."
Oh,
But like he never becomes a drummer. Like he never achieved his dream. That's kind of sad.
It's all you have to do is work a couple of days a year, right?
Yeah.
What you make isn't complicated. Like Christmas is fucking complicated because everyone wants their own special toy. Easter is just.
But yeah, Easter, it's just like mass-produce jelly beans all year and then get it out.
Like, why can't you be a drummer and do that? If you look at musicians, like so many of them are so busy. Like the guitarist for Blur, he has a fucking cheese factory and he runs a farm.
Yeah.
He plays guitar in a band called Blur. Like,
Yeah, and there are a lot of rappers,
Easter,
and like a lot of rappers and singers have their own perfumes or colognes, like whatever.
Who gives a shit?
Like you could have had like a heartwarming moment where like Carlos feels bad and just says like, oh, whatever, and then like Russell Rabbit just says, you know what you can do, because I want to play drums and I'll just help out every so often. So I'm the official.
But you'll still be this like horrifyingly disfigured mutant rabbit chick thing, which is still one of the creepiest fucking things I've ever seen in my life.
I just
Seriously, there was not
because you were 12 and a pussy.
There is not a single scene in like most horror movies I've watched that were more fucking disturbing than that scene.
Even Minion Centipede?
No, Minion Centipede.
Minion Centipede is fucking funny compared to this.
David actually knows
It's a
timing.
real movie, though.
So like I said earlier, avoid
together.
Avoid this movie like the plague, basically.
Avoid this movie like eating STDs. If you value your genitals, don't watch this movie. I'd say the only time I'd recommend watching this movie is if you're about to get an eye transplant and you don't care about fucking them up because they're going. So when you do my eyes, like it doesn't matter. You're gonna get some new ones, in the bin.
No, I think if
you
I'm about to watch my eyes, the last thing I want to see with them should be something good.
No, it's a transplant, so you get new eyes.
No,
fresh eyes.
This is a really weird scenario, and it's stupid.
It's a fucking joke.
It sucks. It doesn't make any sense at all.
Yep.
If you're gonna get your eye transplant, you should be busy praying that they don't fuck it up.
And the last thing you'll ever see with your eyes and they end up fucking it up will be freaking Hop. Seriously,
that's
It happened to myself. I would legitimately kill myself.
Instead of being scared shitless, I'm gonna watch Hop. That's a good last thing to do before I may or may not lose my sight forever.
It would be a good torture, honestly. There was like about 3 or 4 moments in this movie where I out loud to nobody else is in the house. I went, "For fuck's sake!" There's a bit where it's like when
Totally like this shit, you know.
Did the Clockwork Orange just forced to watch Hop? It's like
Stop it! Please, I beg you.
No, not Beethoven 13. 9. Not Beethoven.
Oh fuck.
Anyway, okay, so next week,
Prince of Egypt.
as Ross said, we're going to be watching a far, far better movie.
For a
Prince of
holiday that
Egypt.
is nearby around the Easter.
Yeah.
There aren't many Easter movies because it's not Christmas.
And because it's shit
Yeah.
holiday.
So we're
It'll
doing
be
a Passover movie. Prince of Egypt.
For all the Jews.
For the Jews.
Our Jewish audience. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is Passover anyway? Is it to do with pancakes?
What?
Is
No.
Passover to do with pancakes?
No, it's no. Well, first of all, it's called matzah. It's like sort of a crackery type bread. It's all flat. Because like they had to rush out because the Jews when they were escaping, they were like, "Oh shit, we don't have time to bake the dough. Just like carry it on your backs."
Wait, yeah, so do you have a
into
holiday
matzah?
What?
What?
By eating bread.
No, that's not the point of the holiday. It's about how the Jews escaped Egypt.
But
The matzah.
what do you
is
eat?
like another symbol. That's what we eat. We don't eat any risen bread. We eat
Guys,
that.
let's just wait that for next week. This has gone far enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sucks. Like Christmas, you know, turkey, goose, Passover.
No, Passover. We have chicken and turkey and shit, but there's also
no
matzah
bread.
on the side. No, you
Well, that
can't have
doesn't make
matzah's
any sense.
matzah
Like the
is,
escaping Jews didn't have roast chicken and
no,
ripping.
but like there has to be
roast
some
potatoes.
sort of suffering because it represents the suffering of the Jews who were slaves.
Kill me now.
I don't know.
It's all symbol.
I'm just saying.
It's all symbolic.
I know. If I was Jewish, I'd be like, you know what? Those people that happened to those people. I'm not those people. Give me that fucking turkey.
No, okay. We're allowed to eat turkey. We usually do. Actually, chicken. Whatever. I had brisket on Passover.
Oh,
But
brisket.
anyway, brisket's good. Matzah is just sort of a fun thing. Like, ooh, matzah. It's only one time a year. It sucks, but okay. It's sort of like fruitcake, you know. It sucks, but it's a one time a year thing.
Fruit cake.
It's kind of like fruit.
You're not winning me over with this holiday. Anyway, we'll talk about it more next week. Yeah.
It's actually a very like,
We're on holiday.
ceremonial-
We have bread and fruit cake.
No, there is no fruitcake, but it's like the equivalent of fruitcake. It's a very ceremonial.
Even worse.
Like,
It's
like
amazing how Hop can produce such religious fiends in this podcast.
Anyway,
Whatever.
yeah, we'll carry this on next week.
Yeah.
So this has been You to the Rest, Jack.
Yeah, this has been the Master Toons podcast. We'll see you next
Just
week for
thank you
more
once again.
news. Our next movie of the week. For fuck's sake, don't watch Hop. If you want to celebrate Easter, eat Easter eggs. Don't watch this movie. If you don't celebrate Easter, eat some
There's no
bread
real-
and fruitcake. It's still
No,
better than this movie.
No, I didn't say we eat fruitcake.
Well,
no,
that's all we got time for, I'm afraid, Ross. So
Whatever.
we'll see you.
I'll explain this to you off the air. Jesus. No, fruitcake's not the thing. I'm saying matzah's like the equivalent of fruitcake. Like it sucks, but we have it.
Well, if you want to
Anyway,
I've never had
that's my
fruitcake.
outro.
go ahead. Maybe you can make some of this fruitcake stuff in time for our next movie of the year.
You're
Color.
okay.
All right, we've been dragging this out too long.
Thank
See you
you
guys
for
next
watching,
week.
everyone. Good night.
See you next week.
Like,
Fuck. Fuck.
Are you going? We're still live.
We're still alive.
We're still
Jack.
live.
Yeah, he's gonna give me a talking to.